But talk to me a little bit about fundamentals of being a real business owner. And first and foremost, if you don't know your numbers, you don't know anything.
Oh, yeah.
And so how do you see, the importance of AI helping small business owners like real estate agents are to knowing their numbers, but then also helping them with, like what we say, productivity, right? Productivity is just doing the things that get the results that you're after. If not, you're just being busy. So talk to me a little bit about where you see things that where they are and where they're going to help, small business entrepreneurs, small business owners know their numbers and making sure that they're really allocating their time correctly.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the most important things, as you know, is knowing your numbers because you can't measure or know what you're not tracking, and if you don't know your numbers, then how do you know what you need to adjust or where you need to change things? And so, you know, I see with productivity and organization, AI is really going to help, and there's a lot of tools out there that can help with that. I don't know if you are familiar with Notion. Notion is a fantastic tool for productivity. Uses some AI functions in there, but even just on a smaller scale, more practical scale, with productivity, there's a tool that I use all the time called Tactic. It's TACTIQ,
I've heard you talk about
and yeah, and that one is incredible. I use it every day because it records every conversation that I have online, but it also can you can upload audio files or video files to it as well. Gives you a full summary, gives you an entire description of the meeting, action items for every person that was in the meeting because it knows who was speaking and who was being spoken to in the meeting, and it gives a full agenda for the next meeting. This thing is an incredible tool for organization for team meetings. To give you an example, I flew all of my employees to North Carolina and we did 2 days of event planning, 8 hours each day. I set my phone in the middle of the table, hit the record button on the voice memo, and I had 16 hours of our conversations. I uploaded that audio file, the 16 hours to Tactic, and it gave me a full summary of everything we went through. It gave action items to every person that was
Mm.
assigned any type of task, and an agenda for our next meeting and a full roadmap of what we needed to do. So tools like that, where it's like, man, this can really aid in, again, I could sit down and handwrite all the notes, but that did it in like hardly any time at all. But
Phil, let me explain to everybody, listening to this, why this is so important. Because when you get into meetings and you have, multiple characters, multiple people and responsibilities in the room, somebody has to be driving the meeting, but also you need somebody scribing the meeting. And
yes.
and it gets frustrating because you know this from an operational standpoint, and this probably fell on your shoulders, when you were, running and operating, the team, was that, man, most of the time I need to be driving the meeting, and then I got to switch my brain over to, let me capture this note, let me scribe this, let me make sure this gets dropped down into the thing. Where I see this being so powerful is now everybody's engaged. I'm not trying to, what did we just say? How do I word
Right.
that? What
Yeah.
what explain that again to me, right? That's off the table. Now everybody can be fully engaged. Like, people that really don't understand the importance and the power of meetings, being able to just remove that one component makes them exponentially more meaningful and more impactful than just a waste of time.
And this actually goes outside of the boardroom or the meeting room because think of as a solo agent, how many buyer consults or listing appointments have you done via Zoom? Well, Tactic is automatically connected to whatever video conferencing software you use. So it's going to be immediately done. When you hit end, you have the full summary, it's done. It's not one of those weird ones that says, hey, your AI assistant's in the background. It doesn't say anything. People don't know that it's there. They don't have to approve it. But also for people who do live buyer consults and live listing appointments, which is probably a majority of you can upload again any audio or video file. So if you're at that live listing appointment, you hit record on your phone, you say, hey, I'm going to take some notes. After you're done with that appointment, you upload that file. You have a full list of action items for you. agenda for the next meeting, if applicable, the full summary. You send that in an email a few minutes after your meeting, and you say, hey, look, Mr. Mrs. Seller, here's our action items. Should we choose to move forward? This is what you said was important to you. And you didn't ever have to take your attention off of the client. You're fully focused on them. Another tool I do want to share as far as productivity is concerned, this is more practical stuff here, is a tool called Scribe How. So it's scribehow.com, and it creates SOPs for you using AI. Like when we talk about training and documenting processes of how to do anything, everyone should have SOPs for every single process that you have to do. I don't
Mhm.
care if it's, click here and log into Facebook and here's how you upload it, whatever. But this takes a tedious task, which was you had to take screenshots and then you had to highlight the thing and then you had to type in, go to the logo on the top right, and you have to describe this and create your whole document. With Scribe How, you hit record and you just do the process. You literally just move your mouse, click the button, do the thing. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to take any screenshots. And it automatically uses AI to create you an entire document, writes the description of exactly what you did, zooms up on your mouse when it clicked in the top corner, highlights it, says click on this logo, and the entire SOP is created. The only thing you had to do was physically do the task, and when you hit record, and it captures everything for you.